Good morning and welcome to week 3. I'm going to highlight a few points on one of our topics this week, which is virtue ethics, which dates back to Aristotle. Virtue ethics talks about what is the good of man, and the supreme good is one of the areas of focus. Happiness, supreme good chosen for itself and never for something else. More than a mere truism. What is the nature of happiness? How do we achieve happiness? Virtue and function. Aristotle holds that happiness, or that which makes someone happy, is tied to the proper functioning of a thing. So what this means is that we're looking at goodness as tying to happiness. Aristotle holds that unique function of a man is his power of thought. Now, this is so true. Now, we know that is compared to animals, our thought level is quite different. Full development of reason will make man happy, a life of reason, activity of the soul in conformity with virtue, clear judgment that is self-centered. So Aristotle was one to really look at goodness tying to happiness. So virtue is the mean between the two extremes relative to the individuals. So there's excess and deficiency, rashness and cowardice, and the good person is one who habitually follows the mean, so is in the middle, who is balanced. Contemporary virtue ethics, virtue defined a trait of character manifested in habitual action, which is good for a person to have. So examples of virtue, what qualities are virtuous? Benevolence, fairness, self-discipline, self-reliance, honesty, tolerance, having a conscience, loyalty, justice. So these qualities really tie to virtues and virtue ethics. The importance of a virtuous person is they will fare better in life. Virtues are needed to live well. We need virtues to live in community with others, and they're necessary to pursue our own ends and cope with life's challenges. The nature of virtues, are the virtues the same for everyone? Yes, all people need virtue, just to different degrees. Certain virtues will be necessary for some cultures. Radical virtue ethics get rid of the notion of morality right and being morally right and morally wrong. So instead of that, we use virtuous and non-virtuous. Moral motivation. Certain situations are handled by an appeal to virtue rather than right action of duty. So doubts about the ideal of impartiality, relationships with family and friends are difficult to account for in other moral approaches. Some of the problems with virtue ethics, problem of conflicting virtues, friendship versus justice. There may be a situation where the just thing to do goes against friendship, and this brings up an ethical dilemma for the individual. Well, I wanted to bring that up to you, though, as a way that's part of our reading, but also to tie it to our Christian worldview. In our Christian worldview, we hope to follow the commandments and also hope to follow Jesus, who told us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. And so with that in mind, in the world of PR, tying this to our discipline, public relations is a field that's highly based on your reputation. And if a unethical or immoral or a person who has no virtue goes crazy in this business, telling lies or just kind of building strife, that will come to task. That will be something that is dealt with within the industry. One of our first sayings within public relations is do no harm. We want to help folks. We want to help them with their goals, objectives, their plans. We certainly don't want to do any harm. So we're not looking to use this very powerful skill and practice of PR to hurt people. Now, some might do that, but I would say they are not long for the industry. So that's why I wanted to bring that particular PowerPoint to your attention. You have many other interesting reading topics this week, but I wanted to focus on that and tie it to our Christian faith. This video is a great resource. Please watch it. It will illuminate many interesting facets of ethics in public relations. And you're reading the McKenna textbook and writing, and the assignment is here. Should you have any questions, please let me know. You have a discussion board, and you're beginning to work on your critical assignment, which is due week 8. I've also posted that Virtue Ethics PowerPoint here in case you want to refer to it in more detail. Now, going to week 4, I'm going to jump ahead a moment just to show you what you have coming week 4. It's always good to plan ahead, but when you do plan ahead, know that when you look at the weekly folders in advance, I may not have my current lecture up because I usually do those the weekend before the class starts in case there's something in the media that ties to our reading or that I want to focus on, and just so it's fresh material. So this is a good one about public affairs. Within public relations, that is one area of employment. And so there is a chapter on it in our text. You have some other areas you're looking at in the other text. You've got your writing, your reading, but this is what I wanted to bring up to you. You have your midterm. In the midterm, what I suggest you do is copy and paste the midterm into a Word document and work on it through the week. So you have plenty of time to answer each question. They should be about 500 words. I'm not a stickler on word count. If you have 450 and you know you've answered it well, then that's fine. This is open book. And I like the idea that you go back and refer to the material that we have worked with, because that helps it to make its way into your long-term memory, and will help you as a PR practitioner as this material becomes a part of your thinking and your working skill set. So you will be copying this out, I would prefer, into a Word document and work on it. And then when you're ready to turn it in, I just want to let you know my preference is that you copy and paste it into this space. That makes it easier for me to comment on it as I'm grading it. You see, it does give you the choice to attach, and I know some students do prefer to attach, but I'm just letting you know my preference. I like when you paste it in, but of course I'll accept it either way. So that is week 4. So we're really moving rapidly through the course, and I am always willing to stop and smell the roses and take a minute to talk with you should you have questions. So always reach out to me or email me prayer request. I'm here for you. I pray you have a blessed week, and I will talk to you again soon.